Okay, I'm going to show you the two different kinds of plantain that we have. We have the buckhorn plantain with its long, thin, ribbed leaves. You can see the ribs on the back. And they also have these little things that shoot up like this, and when it gets a little bit bigger, then that's what the flower looks like. This is one variety, and let me go show you another variety real quick. Okay, and here's another variety of plantain, and this is the broadleaf variety. And once again, it's got the ribs on the back. But on this one, instead of having the long stem with the little flower at the top, this has actually got like a long, almost looks like a cat's tail on it. But either of these two varieties can be used. So there you had your broadleaf. And then right next to it is your buckhorn. Okay, I brought my plantain home that I have here, and also my mullein plant. And what I want to do is I'm just going to lay these out tonight and let them kind of wilt and get some of the moisture out of them. And there's less of a chance of them actually molding when you put them in with the liquid stuff that you're going to use. I don't think that belongs in there, but you can eat that if you wanted to. So like I said, we'll just put this here. The rest of my plant, or rest of my mullein plant, so it kind of dry out. And that's it. Then we'll come back and check this out tomorrow. So I just want some of the moisture to come out of these and wilt down some, and then we'll work on them tomorrow. So there we go. Okay, we've got our plantain here, and you can tell and stuff that this is dried and shrunk up quite a bit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take cutting board. I just want to coarse chop this up a little bit more. And what this is going to be used for is this is going to be used for a salve for your skin. And it's good for, especially good for stings. We had Linda's niece's little boy got stung by a wasp one time, and they were putting baking soda paste and everything on it, trying to get it to stop from stinging and swelling and everything like that, and it just really wasn't cutting it. So I went out in the yard real quick and grabbed some plantain and just basically chopped it up and made it into a paste. You can actually chew on it if you're out in the field or something, you don't have any other way to prepare it. But basically just pick it up some of these leaves, chew on it until it's mushy and smashed up, and then just actually apply it to the sting. And he was back outside playing within about 10 minutes time. So this is really good for stings, it's good for skin irritations, not so much, from what I've heard, for things like mosquito bites. And I'll tell you, one of the best things that you can use for mosquito bites is to actually take a hair dryer after the bite itself and heat it up until it burns. It starts to burn your skin. I mean, literally, it's like yow. But you just do that and do it a couple different times, and that actually basically deactivates the histamine, or the itchy part of the bite, the thing that actually makes you itchy and irritable. But it actually deactivates it. And like I said, it may take a couple of times of you doing that with the hair dryer, but it does work. And that'll also work for chiggers, but also we usually put a little bleach water, or bleach in our bath water for chiggers. But I'm going to continue to chop this up, and I'm just, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this into a jar. I've got a jar here. I'm just going to put this in here. And I got a little bit more to chop. But it's like, if you look around, there are actually a lot of herbal remedies and things that nature can provide to you to take care of ailments and illnesses and stings and bites and things like that. But kind of gotten away from that. And actually there's a lot of modern medicine that actually is plant-based. It's like the some of the cancer treatments and cures and stuff that they have actually come from plants. It's like there's one that they use and stuff. It's actually from an extract made from the Pacific yew. There's a lot of plants and stuff. A lot of the stuff that you try to battle in your yard and try to get rid of is actually very medicinal. Dandelions being one of the main ones. Dandelion is actually very good. Number one, not just good for medicinal, but also for cleansing the body as far as like toxins and stuff are concerned. Like the liver, you know, stomach ailments, things like that. Dandelion is very good for that. So I've got some beeswax that I bought from Hobby Lobby, and I bought the natural kind. It's the actual natural color. It smells wonderful. But what I'm going to do with this for now, the beeswax will come into play later. But for now, what I want to do is that's almost overkill on that jar. Let me go get a smaller jar. Okay, put this in a smaller jar. And now what I want to do is I just have some olive oil. Excuse me if I'm not exactly in focus or anything here. If I have my camera with the lens flipped upside down and I really can't see. So I just basically want to put this, cover this up completely with this olive oil. And just an extra virgin olive oil and stuff. Doesn't make any difference what brand or anything. It's just whatever you have. Just until that's completely covered. And stir this around to make sure there's no bubbles in there. I want to get the air bubbles out of there. What you can actually do after you do this the first time is you can actually get more of the plantain later and drain this oil off and put it onto some fresh stuff, some of the fresh chopped up plantain, and that will actually help to kind of concentrate your mixture a little bit. We need just a little bit more. Now what I want to do with this is I'm going to stick this in a sunny window for several weeks. And the reason I want to do that is that the sun, stuff in the heat and everything will help to extract the goodness out of the plantain here. So like I said, don't discount the things that are growing in the wild or the things that are in your yard that you're battling. It's like everybody wants to have a pretty lawn, but it's like nature's trying to provide you with. Here you have this. So like I said, you just want to stick it in a sunny window or somewhere where it's nice and sunny and warm, and let it sit for probably 6 weeks. Make sure that you shake it up daily to keep all the oil on all parts of that plant. Okay, we got our water up to a boil, so let's put our pan on there. I'm going to turn it back down just a little. And I'm going to go ahead and drop my beeswax in there now while it's heating. And a pair of these. as these cool, they will solidify. So I'll show you what these look like after they have cooled off. Some extra.